Good morning, everybody. So talking about Crystal's auction last night, that was really fun. Yeah, that was, so we're talking, sorry if you're catching up in the chat. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Kim. We're just chatting on the side here about Crystal's auction last night. I didn't see the end of it. After I bid on that blanket and won it, which is really pretty exciting, because there were almost 1,000 people in there, weren't there? Like 900 and something. So it was, sorry, somebody just asked me a flower question. So I had to show her. Hold on. They need video proof. All of my friends send me pictures. What's this cactus? What's that? What's this? And I have to identify it for them. So anyway, last night was super fun, but it is like I got off just after, I think somebody was complaining that they didn't think the bid was done and they still wanted to bid, something like that. I just feel bad for Crystal because she's doing so much and people still just complain. I mean, come on. Good morning, Christina. How are you? And I didn't say good morning, Margaret and Karen. Karen, I did miss you yesterday. I kept looking. I'm like, But yeah, the first auction was fun. I didn't get to see how Michael's went. How much did Michael's blanket make? It went last night, right? Yeah, Melissa. Good morning, Melissa. Yeah, I did see a couple of times that some of the moderators said, please just stick to the auction. But I agree. I mean, there's too much going on for her to try to concentrate, or anybody to try to concentrate on something other than the auction. So yeah, I absolutely agree. But I don't know what possessed me to bid. I just got wrapped up in the whole thing. Was it? So he made 27. Awesome. Maybe I'll watch the replay and watch the rest. How long did it go? How long did the auction end up going? My hair is doing something crazy right here. Yeah, I didn't get to watch the whole thing. Being the first night back from camping, you know how that is. I was exhausting. But yeah, I wonder how late it went. Because I didn't actually get it. And yes, I'm working on this. Wait till you guys see what I'm doing. So it was fun. And I honestly, I think as soon as she said it's a purple blanket, my hands just went and hit the bid. And I just can't believe I won it. I can't believe I won the bid. And then, like an idiot, I went quick over to PayPal and I paid it. And then I realized I forgot to tell her my name and address. So I had to email her my name and address, tell her that I'm the moron that paid with PayPal and didn't give you my name and address. So hopefully she has what she needs. Yeah, Margaret. And that's the kind of the whole thing. I threw in 200 saying, I'm going to be blown out of the water with this one. I just wanted to get it up from 50 to 200 for her just to, help move things along. But I'm really happy. And you know what? I was thinking to myself, it's my homage to my cat, Stuart. So, and you know what? I would donate that to animals anyway. So I'll just have to dip into my treasure hunt budget a little bit. Yeah, considering everything that went last night, I mean, while I was on for about an hour and a half. I think at least 2 or 3 of them went over $1,000. So I knew there was no way I could, and a lot of them went for $500 and $600. I knew there was no way I could do that. But 2 doesn't break the bank. It just makes me pay attention a little bit more. So yeah, it was a fun time. I never thought in a million years I would get in and actually win a bid. That's pretty cool. But I can't wait to get it now. That's why I paid her right away. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited, because she said she'd ship them out as soon as she got payment. So I literally, right after I won the bid. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, that was kind of cool. And, you know, it was kind of neat for Crystal to say my name. So it was kind of a win-win all around, you know. And a lot of people said congratulations. So 2,400 last. She wanted to make, or 24,000. Oh, code, because she wanted to make 10. I just looked down. I'm like, why am I bleeding? I shaved my legs in the shower. But yeah, oh, good. So she made her goal last night. That's awesome. That's nice, Margaret. That's really nice. Yes. So the more people did the super chat for the donation, the more can go, or for the shipping, the more can go directly to the animals. So that's cool. So, Karen, I went to my mailbox yesterday. I did put it up on the Facebook post, but I want to talk a little bit. Karen, I hope I don't embarrass you. I get a little weepy. I'm sorry. You don't understand, Karen, what this, where's my bird? Oh, I put him in my car. You don't understand what all of this means. I am so lucky to call you a friend. I am so blessed to have you in my world. I want the world to know what kind of a human you are. You are an incredible and thoughtful and wonderful person. And good morning, Amber. I'm just bragging on Karen a little bit. So I go to my mailbox, and there's, first of all, I love these little postcards. I color every single one of them. I can't wait to color this one. And then there was this puffier envelope, and it was a card about my cat, Stuart. So when at the end of this, when I say I love you guys, you got to understand, I've never known people like you guys. You guys are amazing. And I won't brag on it too long. I won't, but I'm just very lucky. So thank you. Thank you. And then there was a little thing. There was a little thing in my box. You know, if a package won't fit in your box, they leave you a little card. And I got mail from Huawei. She sent me some old vintage magazines. Yeah. So here's one, Vogue Knitting. And tucked inside, she sent me a picture that she colored. Looks like Fritzy. Looks like Fritzy and his sister. And then she sent me some cool pieces of paper to make cards with. Different sizes. Isn't that neat? And then, so this is from October 78. Crochet World. 60 cents was the original. And it's really cool because there's someone's notes, and you know how I love that. Okay, Amber. Well, I'm on for a full hour, or I will be. So if you need me, that's fine. If you need me to wait. And then these are really fun, really fun. And then I won an eBay auction. Must be my week for auctions, right? So in my eBay auction was, they're all Crochet World. And they're so cute. All exactly. So we've got December 78. It's funny, they're all in black and white. There's a granny square. And then we've got August 79. Jolly Dolly drawstring bag. Fancy Fashions for the non-Barbie dolls. And then we've got April 81. Oh, and I opened this package of the auction that I won, and there were $4 bills taped inside and a note from the seller saying shipping was less than I calculated, so here's some money back. You never see that. Never. So I thought that was really sweet as well. Check out that little guy on the cover. Oh my, all right. Beehive earring holder. So I know, right? Here's your refund. Okay. June 82. How cute. The seller put them in order. So, okay. So the first one was 60 cents. Exactly. Oh, I absolutely will. So the first one from 78 was 60 cents. From 79 was 75 cents. From 81 was $1. From 82 was $1.25. Here's 83, and it's $1.35. Look at how cute those dresses are for the dolls. Isn't that cute? Let's see. Where's the price on this one? Crochet World, February 2004. You ready? $5. So we jumped from $1.35 to $4.99. Oh, that's really pretty. Look at that. What a riot. And then last but not least, we have 2019. No, I never made a pillow doll. 2019, and it's $7. So we jumped from 60 cents to $7 in that years. I can't wait to look through these. All of them. The ones from Huawei, and well, you're really good at coloring, Huawei, if you're out there. Look at the detail. Beautiful. Beautiful. I did do a little bit of a treasure hunt yesterday afternoon, but I'm going to wait because today is Senior Citizens Day. And so I'm going to go to at least 2 more, and I'll do one whole, yeah, she really is talented. I'll do one whole treasure hunt video once I do that. But I got to rush around because I do have Crochet Club today. Now I'm going to start Crochet Club today with some rules because the girls are getting a little too rambunctious. So I'm going to, when the parents drop them off, I'm going to have a chat with the parents and the girls because I'm not a daycare. And Although I want the girls to have a lot of fun, I'm not going to let them run crazy around. So that being said, I'm looking forward. So I think I'm going to start their fair projects. I'm going to have them each make a dish towel. I think that'll be easier. It's a little bit more detailed than like a pot holder. Aw. Margaret, you know what I'm going to say? I'd love to see a picture. I know I'm such a pain in the butt, but I would love to see a picture. All right, so you guys want to see what I'm working on for tonight? And then I'll tell you what I'm going to do with it. So I'm not going to use what we're doing tonight as coasters. I'm going to use it as a mobile for my grandson, because last time my daughter and I were talking, last time I was over there, the baby doesn't have a mobile over the crib, but she's thinking, because he doesn't really spend a lot of time in there. But she said last time he was in there, he was awake and just kind of playing around. So she wanted to, she was considering a mobile for him. So, well, Margaret, maybe they still have, I'm kidding. I would love to see an example of what you're talking about, though. So if you could show me, that'd be awesome. Any pillow down. So yeah, so I'm going to take these that I'm making. So I did this one. And I did this one. Now he loves the contrast in colors. Okay. And I'm making this one. So I'm going to put them together and hang them from a mobile. That's the back. There we go. Put them together and hang them from a mobile. So he's got all the colors. So I've got 4 of them in red and black. And I think I'm going to do some of them in white and black. And then I might do, what other colors are really, really different? Like, what other colors can I, high contrast? I think it'll be cute. I just got to figure out how to make a mobile. I was thinking of finding one of those clip-on umbrellas, one of those screw-on umbrellas, and just taking the umbrella part off and making the mobile part from the parts of it. Have any of you ever made a mobile? Can you give me any advice? Yellow and blue. Perfect. That'll be my next one. But as you can see, guys, I started out not really liking this craft. And Margaret, I have to thank you for the suggestion of Bargello instead of the needlepoint, because I love that it's you know, it's several of the stitches at once, and it really is pretty, and I like it. So nice. Yeah, so Amanda and I noticed that Jude loves high contrasting colors. So the black and white, his eyes open and he stares. So that's why I'm doing it like this. But I need advice on how they go. Yeah. Am I saying it right? Bargello? I almost sound like I'm talking about a dessert. So he loves the high contrasting colors, but I just don't know how to do a mobile. So I don't know how to get it assembled. So I'm hoping, beyond hope, that when I do my treasure hunt today, fingers crossed, Bargello, J-E-L-L, oh, sorry, Bargello. Yeah, I think it's, I don't know. Anyway, I like it, and that's what we're doing tonight, and I think it'll be really cool. Are you guys ready for tonight? Yeah. Good call, Karen. Good call. Everything's on YouTube. You guys ready for tonight? I'm excited. I think I'm going to do another one of these that goes in the pattern, or that goes on the mobile. My yarn keeps twisting. Oh, I'm just looking around. I'm trying to gauge my day on everything I have to do today. But I do have to get out to the Salvation Army because it is treasure hunt, and I only get to do it once a month. And I got to do that video. So you guys, you saw when I was in the camper yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I showed you guys the cozies that I made. Oh no, Melissa, are you feeling better? I hope. I showed you those cozies that I made. They were crochet. I'm going to try to make them on my Addy, and I'm going to try to do a tutorial on that. I need to get more tutorials on my channel. I need to get more crafty things on my channel. I know I do a live every day, but I do need to put up other content. So I need to see all different things, you know. Bargello. Oh, all right. Thank you, Margaret. Bargello. I'm glad you mentioned it because I had never heard of it and I love it. So I'm actually really having fun with it. So who knows what else I'll make. Your power is out. Oh, Melissa, how annoying. I'll tell you what. When they were building this house and I insisted on the generator, I'm so glad I did. We cut budget from everywhere else because I wanted, as soon as the lights go off, I wanted the generator to kick in, and we've used it so many times already. I love it. Oh, yes. And if you want to be ahead of the game, Margaret, 25 by 25 is the size I'm going to be using. And that's the size of the pattern that I sent you guys. I know the pattern wasn't very clear, so I apologize for that, but I wasn't quite sure how to write a pattern on that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, here's what we're doing. Amber, you'll be there tonight. I'm really excited. I'm hoping to have a few of us hanging out and playing. And while I'm talking about lives and stuff, I'm not going to start our members only live this week because of the holiday. So I'm going to go ahead and wait. I'll wait till next week. So we'll start. Everybody seems to say Thursday is good. So I'm going to go ahead. Thursdays at 11 a.m. will be our members only live. And we'll start doing our hats on the Addy for Hatsgiving. Oh, I hope so, Amber. I hope so. I would love to have you. I thought it was funny last night. Crystal had like 900 and something people, and she's like, oh, I thought there'd be more. I was like, holy crap. If I could. 7. Oh, fun. What time? Mine is 7. What time are you going to try your live? I'd love to join. Yeah, I'm sure. I just thought it was funny. She's like, oh, I wish there were more. And I'm like, man, she's my idol, as you can tell. Central. So, oh, that would be right around mine, wouldn't it? Right around mine? I don't know. I'm not good at time zones, but I will try. Nice. Good for her. That's exciting. That's really, she's amazing. She's just amazing, and everybody knows how amazing she is. Oh, I think I lost count. Yeah, it looks fine. You're an hour behind me. Oh, all right. Oh, Central. See, I get that mixed up with Pacific. Like I said, I'm not good at time zones. All right. So I'm trying this. I'll put a line down each row. Yeah, so it's really fun. And I'm not really worried about the backs. Oh my goodness, that's cool. Yeah, I figured that one would go for a lot. Thank you, Karen. I figured that the members one from Juan would definitely go for a lot. I might pull this out because these aren't the same length. So I'm going to pull it out and redo it. I was trying to stay up for that one, but just getting home from camping, I'm always so tired and I have so much to do. So I had to go into bed instead, but I am going to watch some of the replay. Karen, I might have found a way to like plastic canvas. I will never be as good as you. Ever, 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 ever. But I can at least learn to like it. Right? Right, so what I want to do. Margaret, that's really neat. That is so neat. I can't even tell you. That is really cool. All right, so what I want to do is I want to Brecka. That's my Yosemite Sam. Frackin' Brecka. I know, I'm silly. That's my Yosemite Sam impersonation when he's swearing. So did you guys actually see? So how did Juan do it with that? He had everybody make them and he just decided which ones went on the blanket? Inquiring minds need to know. Hey, there we go. All right. So I wanted to go for the forward so I can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's cool. That's so neat. I'm telling you, I get starstruck, which is silly, but I do. Okay. I wonder what he did with them. He should probably, I don't know. I mean, I'd certainly never tell him what to do, but it'd be cool if he did something with all of them, you know? Margaret, did you notice if yours were on the one that was sold? I am so sorry. My nose is itchy this morning. Did you notice if he used yours? I bet he did. That's cool. That's really cool. It was fun because I was on there and I saw everybody's names. I saw Raylene on there. I saw Sugar on there. I saw Margaret on there. I'm sure they were. I am sure they were. Well, people, you know, I never knew what blocking was until I saw obviously Crystal, because she teaches me everything. That's cool. That's neat. Yeah, so this is what I've been working on. So Marianne can't be here this morning. She has physical therapy. That's a pain. She said it hurts. I've never done physical therapy. Isn't that stupid? I just don't I don't know. I've never had a surgery where I had to recover and had to have physical therapy. I always had something that hurt where they're like, "Well, try this." And I'm like, "But that's not going to work." So, yeah. They never sent for my back. So, they never sent me for PT for my back. Yeah. But in defense of physical therapy, one of my friends had her knee replaced, and she was 99% within a month, and she was doing physical therapy. So I guess it has its place, but I've just never done it. I'm not pulling this out again. It's just for the baby, and he won't tell me my stitches are crooked, so I'm not pulling it out again. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. All right. So I've got to get back, right? Yes, Karen. Thank you. Moral support. Although I do love this one. My stitches are off a little bit, but like I said, the baby's not going to criticize Grandma. He doesn't. He won't tell me I did it wrong. Ooh. You could do, you could do a deck of cards coasters. Like I could see where the diamond would be easy. Now, Karen's our resident expert on this stuff. So Karen, how hard is it to make round? Obviously, all I'm doing is shapes. I mean, you could make dice, you could make, but I don't. Put it this way, to answer your question, Amber, it would be above my skill level, but I'm pretty positive Karen could do it. How's that sound? Yeah. I'm pretty sure Karen could do it, but it's way above my pay grade. Margaret, you're so wonderful. Yes. I mean, because I've been eyeing these things, you know, and if I had a pattern, like I've been using the erasable pens to draw on here so I can see where I want to put stuff. You guys should see Fritz. He's upside down with all 4 feet in the air, and he actually looks like he's smiling. But Margaret, I would love that. Margaret, you do this as well, right? Sorry, I forgot. So maybe Margaret can tell us how to do it. I think the round parts would make it really difficult. Fritz, yeah, he's I'd show you, but I got a mess around him, so I'm not gonna show you my mess. Haven't had time to clean it up yet. Oh my gosh! All right, you guys, I got to tell you what happened to me yesterday, and I'm still mad about it. Okay. So, y'all know I'm starting to pick up the baby from daycare starting this week. Okay. So I wanted to get my car clean. I wanted to get it all cleaned out, all dusted, all nice, so that when the baby gets in it, it's nice and clean, right? So there's a place here, and I'm going to call the name out because I'm so mad at this place, I can't even stand it. So this place is called Hoffman's Car Wash, and it's a big name around here. Everybody goes. When you need to get your car done, you go to Hoffman's. So I go in there yesterday. Okay. Well, I would love to see it, Margaret. So I go into Hoffman's yesterday, and it's not cheap. I pull up to the guy, and I said, I need it cleaned inside and out, vacuum, dust, everything. He goes, okay, $50. I winced a little bit, but you know what? Once a year, fine. So I give him the $50. I go in the waiting room. They take the car, and I pointed out a few things. I said, the back really needs to be vacuumed. And I said, and there's some spilt shampoo on the back seat passenger side. I said, I just need you guys to get that stuff. Okay. So I'm in the waiting room, and it takes the normal amount of time that I would think it would take these guys to vacuum it on this end, send it through to clean the outside, and then to clean the inside up front. So I'm watching them, and they've got the towels going in the windows and this and that. So they finally give me the wave that it's my turn to pick my car up. And I go out and the passenger side looks great, or the driver's side looks great. Everything's wiped, everything's sparkly. So I gave them a $5 tip. So now I'm down $55, okay? I get in my car, I go merrily about my way. I get out at I went to Target to exchange diapers for my daughter. So I go in and I'm like, well, I'm going to take a look. I open the car door on the passenger side. It's not touched. It's not touched. Half of the dashboard is still dusty. There's still footprints, dust, everything all over the door. And then I open, oh, Karen, it gets so much worse. I opened the back passenger side where I told them there was something on the seat. They had taken the floor mat from the floor and covered the spill. They covered the spill, so I wouldn't have noticed that it wasn't done. Gets better. I go to the back to get the diapers out. I open the hatch. It was barely vacuumed. Like it looked like they vacuumed it with a vacuum whose bag was full, so it didn't really suck up that much. It was barely vacuumed, and the sides were not dusted at all. The windows were dirty. I was like, in my defense, the car looked beautiful on the outside. Looked great on the outside. So when I gave them the $5 tip, I was saying to myself, wow, good job. So many guys, whatever. So at this point, I get on the phone because I couldn't go back. I had so many other things to do. The line was super long. It's like 20 minutes just sitting in the line waiting to get back through this thing. So I call them. And the girl gets on the phone and I'm like, you know, I understand you're answering the phone. I said, but I think I need to speak to a manager. And she's like, was there something wrong? I said, yes, I was just in there and I have an issue. She says, okay, let me get the manager. So he comes on the phone and I proceed to tell him everything that was wrong with this vehicle. And he's like, well, can you bring it right back? I said, absolutely not. I can't. I said, I've got too much going on. I don't have time to come back in there. So, and the funny thing is, he's like, well, when were you here? And this and that. I said, here's the deal. I said, go to your cameras and pull up about 10 minutes ago. You'll see my car. I said, here's my license plate. Here's the car. I said, watch it go through. I said, those are the kids that worked on it. And I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but I also don't want to pay $55 and then come home and clean the car myself, which is what I did. I came home and I cleaned it myself. Then I was thinking, when I was in sales, I used to get my car cleaned almost every day. They have a pass where you can pay a certain amount per month and get it cleaned every day. So last time I went to the same place, but a different location. So they have locations all over. So I went to the same business, but a different location. It was kind of snowy and rainy that day, but I needed the inside of my car done. So I pull up, I drop my car off. This was last time. I'm walking across, because you got to walk into the waiting room. And I heard one kid yell over my vehicle to another, what kind of beep, beep gets their car done on a day like today? And I whipped around and I looked at him. He called me an ASS hole. What kind of ASS hole gets their car cleaned on a day like today? I was like, excuse me? So I said to another one of the workers, I said, come here for a minute. The kid comes over. I said, do me a favor. I said, tell that kid this kind of a-hole gets their car cleaned on a day like today. And the kid's face went white because he didn't know I heard him. And that was another call to the manager. And I had forgotten that experience when I went back to this place, or I wouldn't have gone back. But I said to the manager that I talked to yesterday, I said, this is 2 strikes against your business. I said, you've got to let your employees know, 1, people can hear them. Number 2, people are paying a lot for them to, I get it. You do it a million times over and over again all day long, but we don't. We're paying you to do it. Long story short, I will not go back there. Well, other than for my free one that he's mailing me. Or maybe I'll give that away to somebody. But can you imagine? So those were my 2 experiences from that same business, different locations, and I will never go back. There it is. So that I was and then I get home. Now I'm cleaning the car because it's not clean and I need it clean for the baby. So I'm cleaning the car and now I have the base for the car seat and I'm trying to get it in. No, I'm never, yeah. So I'm trying to get the base in the car and it won't fit. So what I have to do today is I have to go to the local fire department or police department and have them install it for me. So there was my car experience yesterday. I was like, I can't, you know what I mean? It's just, if you hate your job that much or you're that bad at it, there's so many other places that need help. Go somewhere else. Do something else. I was lucky. My neighbor, he's a car guy and he loves to, so he sees me cleaning, sees what happened. He goes and gets his car stuff and comes back and he helped me get some of the stuff out. But that work ethic is so important to me that you can't, if you're not going to do a job to your best of ability, don't do it. Yes, I did. Exactly, Amber. There's got to be something out there, something else you can do where you don't have to be miserable or do a half a job, to quote what he called me. But yeah, so that's how, from the first experience, that's how I knew they had cameras and could see every car that goes through. And the guy even pulled up and he listened to it while I was on the phone. He goes, "Oh." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, we've had trouble with that kid before." Okay, I get it. It's work ethic. It's exactly what it is. I always instilled that in my daughter. Be to work on time, usually early, and do the best you can. If you hate the job that much, get another one, but be polite. Give the 2 weeks notice. You never just walk out. I've had jobs where I've wanted to just walk out, like leave for lunch and not come back, but I never did it. Exactly, Margaret. That's exactly it. A lot of the kids today, and it's not the millennials, it's younger. It's whoever they are younger. What's the matter, Willie? Can you hear Willie? What's the matter, buddy? Here, let's see if you can see him. He's peeking in the door. You see him down there? What are you doing, Willie? So, exactly, Karen. So, everybody nowadays, it's up to the parents, instill in your child that it's work ethic and you need to care, right? Yeah. It's not the millennials, because I think the millennials were taught, there's Willie. There's a little boy. He's very out of sorts with Stuart Gunn, I'll tell you what. He walks around at night yowling. He doesn't have anybody stealing his food except Fritz. Fritzy, what are you doing? He's scared that Willie's going to beat him up. Good morning. Good morning, Raylene. How are you? I love that you have coffee with me in the morning, too. Even though I ramble on about the silliest stuff. Oh, I guess Willie's done with us. Well, Karen, he beats Fritzy up. That's why Fritzy's on his guard when Willie's here. He does tend to beat him up. So, Raylene, are you still on the West Coast? Yeah, he tends to beat him up a bit, but that, they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out eventually when they're stuck with each other. When mom goes shopping later and it's just the two of them. Ah, all right. Well, that's cool. So there was one job that I did quit after one day But they actually kind of asked me to quit because it was the day I came back, first job back from after having my daughter. And all I did was cry all day because I had left her at daycare. And they were like, okay, maybe you're not ready for this. And I'm like, I don't think I am. So they actually were happy that I left. So, yeah, so all I did was cry. It was terrible. It was ridiculous. Fritzy, speaking of ridiculous, what are you doing? He's too funny. So what do you think? This is going to add to the contrast. I'm just trying to think of different ways to catch the baby's eye for these. I think they'll be pretty neat. And then glued together. Pretty cool. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I can't wait to get it in the mail. What a show that'll be. Can you imagine? And I'm having her send it to my P.O. box too. So that'll be really cool. Yeah, I was excited. Yeah. 106 degrees. Holy moly. Quit. Quit that job. Yeah, that's whoo. I mean, I ran a Burger King for a while and I had people, because, they think, oh, it's Burger King. Who cares? They quit. But I tried to never, but that one was so bad. All I did, I'm telling you, the name of the job was a file clerk. And all I did, I'm trying to file the papers and I was crying. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. I just wasn't ready to go back. I was not ready to leave my kiddo. Nice. Sorry, Amber. Or Raylene, I'm so sorry. Well, Raylene, if you are still available, don't forget tonight is Craft Along. We will be making a set of fun stuff. I'm not calling mine coasters because I'm not using them as coasters. I hope to have them done to bring to the baby tomorrow. I did find out a couple things. It's easier to make the string really long so that you don't have to fight with threading it, but it's harder to make the string long when you're actually working on the project. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Whatsoever. No, it does not. So, what are we looking at? Oh, 47 minutes. So, for 4th of July, while I have you guys, oh no, Marianne's not here. Never mind. I was going to talk about the members only thing for a minute. So just so that you know, for those of you that are members, it is what, the 11th? Is that the first one? Let me see the date. June, July, the 11th. So July 11th will be our first members only, and we will be starting a project together to make hats for Hatsgiving. Yeah, Margaret, sometimes you love the job and the people aren't. That's kind of what happened to me with substituting. I love the job. I love the kids. It was even worth driving an hour to go to it. But the adults were just horrible. They were just horrible, mean people. And that's not necessary. And that's not nice, Oh, fun, Raylene. I would love to see that. That'd be really cool. I'd love to see it. Yeah. And the thing is, Margaret, the women at the job, at the school where I was substituting, were just brutal. Like, why? We're there to take, I mean, I guess for them, it's not just a part-time, whatever. They do it, full-time, and I get that, but they're also begging for the fact that they need substitutes. Well, they need substitutes because once they get in there, the people are so brutal to them, they don't want to come back. So, exactly. Raylene, your husband's 100% right. They quit the people. That's exactly it. 100%. Raylene, I'd love to see that top. You guys are also talented. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love hanging out with you guys. I love to see all your projects and your inspiration to me to try something. So I have to get better at that dipping, the paint dipping, because I think next week I would like to try that. Would you guys like to try that next week? For our craft along, would you like to try the dip painting, or do you think it'd be too messy for a Tuesday night? We all want to see it, Raylene. Absolutely. So what do you think, guys? Let me know. Would you like to try the dip painting next Tuesday? We could find something small. Just something small to dip. You ready? And I dip, you dip, we dip. Yeah, why not? All right. So next week will be the dipping, hydro dipping. I'll find something, maybe a statue. All right, perfect, Raylene. I love it. You could also put it up on the Facebook page if you are so inclined. Dip it. Wasn't that a song? And I dip, you dip, we dip. I put my hand upon your hip. I think that was a song my daughter used to sing in the 90s. I thank you. Don't give me a... Oh, Margaret, that's so sweet. Well, you know what I'm going to ask, so please send me a picture. I would love to see that. I wonder what Jude's favorite color is going to be. Oh, so get this. Now slide. Left stomp. Left stomp. Oh, Charlie Brown. Do, 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 do. Sorry, I've had a lot of coffee. Do, 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 this morning. What am I doing? Oh, there it is. Okay. So this one's done. A little bit more contrast. Yes. We are very patient, Raylene. Well, you guys are patient with me, right? I keep saying I'm going to do this, da, 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 and then I get, something shiny goes by and I do have to finish that blanket so I can finish. Yeah, it was a dance, right? Yeah. Charlie Brown. Do, 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 do. Everybody remembers the chicken dance, but I don't remember this one. Oh, yeah. Rough night. I am so lucky that no noise bothers Fritz. He doesn't care about thunder. He doesn't care about fireworks. I'm really lucky. So that makes me very, very happy. All right. So here's the 4 that I have, or the 3 that I have done in the red and black. Fun, right? Oh, dang it. I got to find that. Yep. Well, hello, Cynthia. Welcome. Hope you got a cup of coffee. Welcome to Coffee with Kim. We're just kind of chatting about different crafting projects. And they are fun. They are fun. So, Margaret, it really is. So what happens with me a lot of times is I will just start, like I did those hats, those 2 hats that I made. I just start going. And then I get halfway through and I'm like, oh man, I should have wrote this down. But it's so hard once you get your crojo going, and you're working and you're this and that. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, what did I do? You know, try to go back, and I know I started with the magic circle and da 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 da. Okay. All right, I'll send it to you, Karen. Ooh. Some paint, yes. Well, thank you, Cynthia. Welcome. Welcome to Fortunate Creations. We literally do talk about everything here, especially on Coffee with Kim. Every morning we do Coffee with Kim live, and we just kind of, it's just a bunch of us hanging out, starting our day, talking about whatever. Absolutely whatever. So Amber, you're going to need, so I'm doing 25 by 25. I figure that's like the perfect size for these, 25 by 25. And I'm glad that, see, this one's pretty good, both sides. This one's kind of not. But I think the baby's going to love it. Hanging over his little crib with contrasted colors. But, so yeah, we just kind of hang out here. Tomorrow is my first guest appearance, Cynthia. So you'll see on here that JB's Crochet is Amber, and Amber will be joining me tomorrow morning for my first ever guest appearance. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be fun. I did try to start this, and I didn't get very far. I might still try to finish it because it's kind of neat. Amber, how can you not do well? We literally just chat about whatever. You're going to do fine. I'm positive you're going to do fine. Absolutely positive. Yeah, I got to figure out what to do with it. I was just kind of practicing. How do I do a zigzag? And I even put a little bit of red in the middle of the zigzag. So I'll do this one next. That'll be my fourth in the sitting. But yeah, I was just kind of practicing to see what to do. Cynthia, we also do craft along tonight from 7 to 8, where we will be making some of these coasters, more like this pattern. So yeah, you're going to be great, Amber. Yay. It's going to be so fun to have someone help me chat for an hour. You know how much trouble I have finding something to talk about. Oh, I crack me up, you guys. Melissa, I'm so glad your power is back on. Yay. That's awesome. I'm telling you, I don't know how people did it before they had power. Oh, trust me, I'll keep you talking. We'll be fine. You'll have no problem. Trust me. You will have no problem. We'll talk about everything. And you'll be like, oh my gosh, does she ever get quiet? But no, usually I'm not quiet. I can remember in school how many times I got my desk moved from talking too much. There was one time a teacher got so frustrated with me, she actually faced my desk towards the back of the room. They wouldn't work today, but whatever. Oh, that's too funny. All right, you guys, we've been doing an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to head out to my treasure hunt and hopefully have some really fun stuff. We can talk about that tomorrow too, Amber, if you like. If you like to do any kind of treasure hunt or anything like that. Oh, nice. Playing with your pet turtle. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Cynthia, come back any morning. We're here every morning from 8:30, about an hour. We hang out, have our coffee, talk about life in general, and start our days. So, oh, yeah, the generator is key. All right, you guys, have a great day. Thank you so much for starting your day with me. Remember, be happy, be kind, and be creative. I'll see you later. See you tomorrow morning.